Hello everybody! Today I am going to teach you how to make more precise fabric folds. We did one fabric fold tutorial earlier and it's a pretty random type fabric fold tutorial. This one I'm going to teach you how to make more precise exact folds like the one you see here. This is actually a pretty easy technique. Um, I not a huge GIMP user, so you Photoshop people will get a lot out of this. If you have the same warping type tools as you do in Photoshop and GIMP, this tutorial will work out well for you as well. So the first thing you're going to start with, and I'm going to start with a pretty kind of a fabric texture that's got lines in it so you guys can see it better, but you can use any type of texture you want, even if you've created it yourself. So I'm going to use this one because it'll be easy for you to see the warping and stuff in this one. So the first thing we're going to do is use a rectangle selection tool, and we're going to just decide how thick of a crease we want in our fabric, and go ahead and select it. Then I like to hit Control J. It's going to copy our selection into a new layer, so you'll see it there. And then we're going to make sure that layer is selected, and we're going to go to Edit, and we're going to go to Transform, and then we're going to go to Warp. Now we're going to warp this on a little bit of a curved line outwards towards the edge, because wrinkles generally warp and change shape on clothing. So that looks pretty good to me. We're going to use that. And you can kind of see this taking shape a little bit. If you need to hide this so you can see yours better, that's fine. And then what we're going to do is use our dodge tool. And I like a big brush, and I select midtones, and I like an exposure of about 30. Make sure your brush has soft edges. You don't want like a crazy hard line through this. And then over the middle of this fabric fold, we're going to highlight it just like that. And then we're going to use our burn tool, and I like to set the same exposure and the same big soft brush, and I like to take it over the edges and darken those up on the top and bottom. And now you can kind of see this taking shape a little bit. Okay, so we're almost done, believe it or not. The next step is going to be to get rid of this crease that you see right here. And the way we're going to do that is we are going to add a layer, and then we're going to select our gradient tool with a black background to black foreground to white background. And we're just going to do a tiny little gradient like that. And we're going to bring it down here and slide it underneath this fold in the fabric, and just position it the way we want it. Okay, so you can kind of see the shadow of the fold on the background, which is great. You're going to duplicate this layer now, and then we are going to bring it up over the fabric layer that we have, and then we're going to go to Edit, Transform, and we're going to flip it vertically, and then we're just going to move it up a little bit, and I have to get rid of my transform control box so I could see where we line up. And there you kind of have us lining up, so it fades up onto the crease as well, just like a shadow would. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to our base layer, and we're going to get our burn tool out, and we're going to match this background right here to the fold you have on your fabric. Maybe darken it up just a little. That looks pretty good to me. There you go. You have got a fabric fold. You can make any adjustments if you think this is too light up here. You could darken it up a hair. You could darken through here if you want to. But that's the basic idea. I think it looks pretty good. You could do these any direction. Just watch how you warp things when you start working in other directions, besides straight up and down and straight side to side. just because sometimes your warp, it can skew it too much and it doesn't look realistic anymore. So have fun with it, experiment, play with it, and I hope you found this helpful. Thank you.